websites, or do you sell mobile apps, or do you just do WordPress websites, Facebook marketing? What is it that you do with your clients locally? Just let me know very, very quickly in the chat box. Again, so I can customize the training a bit more to suit you better. I can pick the exact examples and the response from your clients. You know, very, very. Do you mean ad? Today's session is about ads, but you do both. Okay, but the principles that I'm talking about apply everywhere. If you can improve your ads, if you can improve the kind of traffic you can generate, your results all around will improve. But now I'm going to walk through a 3-step. Essentially takes about 15 minutes a day to execute, and this is something that will bring you results very, very quickly. So again, if you have never run Facebook ads before, or if you have wanted to, I'll show you the 3 steps that you need to execute to be able to do everything quickly. The way we work, the way I work, focus on getting things done. I focus on getting things done faster and more effectively. Right. So Tom says Tom does affiliate marketing and website development. Excellent. Same point. I mean, I don't know if you guys agree with me on this or not, but if you don't, feel free to tell me. But I think the one thing everyone needs online or offline, the one thing everyone wants, traffic. The one thing everyone craves for, get numbers to the door. Is that just me, or do you feel that too? Do you feel that just by having more traffic, for less, of course, your life would be simpler? Do you feel that just by providing more clients, more customers rather to your clients, you will get paid more? Are you in agreement? And this is important that we assert this right now, because this is one thing that is stopping a lot of people from getting to the next level, to having control over traffic the way they want, to be able to run Facebook ads the way they want. Very important. Johan says yep, and Rita says yes as well. Cool. I think we have a few more people pouring in, but I'll just continue to move forward, and Tom says yes as well. I'll continue to move forward, and I'll talk about exactly how you can generate your traffic whenever you want. Now, some people, I know some people I spoke with before said, hey, we want to run Facebook ads, but the platform is really buggy. It's really difficult to run ads because it takes ages to compose them. Now, that's a big problem as well. But here's the thing, you shouldn't let these kind of little barriers stop you from succeeding. And the third thing that I'm going to show you today is how you can build long-term business assets with selling Facebook ads on mobile instead of just doing things the plain old way. I don't know, is there anyone here who has ever ran mobile newsfeed ads on Facebook? Have you ever seen a mobile newsfeed ad on Facebook? Have you ever been browsing Facebook via your mobile and you think, oh cool, that ad? Have you ever had that feeling? Nope. Johan says nope. And that's, again, Rita says no as well. But that's not your fault. I mean, it's just because mobile newsfeed ads have been more or less seeping into the permaculture at the moment. So they're not available to everyone. But if you can do them, if you can run them, then you can tap into 70% of the traffic that only accesses Facebook via mobile. And that's big traffic. That's a massive traffic. Imagine for a second knowing fully well that your client's potential customers live in New York, for example, right? And while they're walking around the New York Center, they see an ad for a local gym, and the local gym happens to be very close by. Do you think they'd be more likely to walk in and register for a free tuition? Yeah, they would. Them, you're kind of missing out. You're shooting yourself in the foot. So I'm going to talk to that. Now, again, I would ask you to take notes about the replay, whether you're going to have it or not. I'll leave that up to Joe. But I will say, do take notes, because what I'm sharing is something you can execute soon after this call. And then I'm going to show you some secret ad strategies. Regardless of what it is you're doing offline or online, you need to generate traffic. If anyone tells you otherwise, they're lying. If anyone tells you otherwise, they're telling you that you don't need to be in control of your future. Well, you do. So I'm going to talk about some ad strategies which are going to blow you away. And the third thing, the model that I'll talk about today is simple, Everyone can do it. I'm not going to say a 5-year-old can do it because I don't think a 5-year-old is capable of running a business. But as long as you're capable of running a business, as long as you want to, you can do it, you can systemize it, and you can scale it up. And that for me is the most important thing in any business, scalability. If you cannot scale up a business, then it's not a real business. It is limited. So really the kind of things we're looking for should be very scalable. Now, I can talk a bit about myself, but I'm just as happy to move forward and focus on the content here. So if it's okay, the content. Because I think, and you understand exactly where I'm coming from, story and mine is essentially the same. I've just had more perseverance and maybe even more luck with things, and I've condensed into a systemized process, and I'm going to share that with you. So let's focus on the content. Richard says yep, David says yep. Let's focus on the content, and let's give you something you can actually use, right, instead of my life story in this case. Now again, just to set the premise here, just to set the base up, we create tools, techniques, and trainings that people have for a long time now used to leverage success on Facebook. We are very focused towards Facebook. In fact, it's almost like being a horse and having these shields around your eyes that you can't really see anything else. But that's good, because Facebook is the hottest market at the moment. And combine that with mobile, you've got a big explosion. You get really good results straight off the bat. So again, because of that, our students have had some good success. They've been able to take the tools that we've created, and they've been able to sell services with that. Now, this session would be very, very useful to you if you have an ambition to close local clients. If you lack expertise in an area and that is stopping you from feeling confident that you can offer those kind of services. And if you lack the tools to position yourself right and price your services high enough so that you get paid. As long as you're looking for a local opportunity, this session would be right for you. Even online, I know Squeeze Mobi community is focused on mobile and offline, so I'm going to talk about that. As long as you're interested in improving and growing your business, you will find this session useful. If you're just here to kill time, might as well go, because you'll get something out of it, but you won't really implement it. I want you to actually go back and implement some of these things that I'll be showing. Can I get a quick yes if you're happy to make that deal with me? If you're here actually paying attention and taking notes and willing to implement what I'm about to share with you, give me a quick yes. All right, Rita says yes, excellent. Johan says let's do it, so does Ryan. Good, good. Yoke, I want your attention because I want you to try and use this training immediately. Okay, Tom says yes as well. Excellent. Let's move forward. Let's talk about the multi-model method. Now, I'll be honest with you, this is not a method that we have invented. I actually read a book a year ago from this guy, Chris DeMarco. I'm not sure about the first name, but DeMarco, and he wrote a book called the Million Dollar Fast Lane. Really good book, really good book. And he talks about how he became a millionaire within a year. Now, this was back in, I think, the early 90s when becoming a millionaire was a pretty big deal. I mean, still is. But then it was a lot more difficult. But the techniques that he talked about in the book, I'm going to talk about them too. So what I'm saying is, we haven't invented those techniques, but we have refined them with the current state of affairs so that we can make sales by sitting at home. He used to travel around a bit and make sales by, calling people up or by knocking on doors. But the way this system works, you can do it as long as you can run Facebook ads. I want to make it that simple. So, if you're ready, let's talk a little bit about ads to begin with. Just let's set the foundation, because at the end of the day, we are going to use ads to drive traffic wherever we want. We're going to use ads to find clients, and we're going to use ads to find their customers. So both ways, we need to be able to run good ads. And 3 things you should know about ads. Facebook has changed their user interface recently. Some of you might not have seen it. They're slowly rolling it out. But Facebook have changed their user interface recently. You really want images that stand out. You really want images that kind of grab attention, but at the same time, what you don't want an image because you'd be the conversion is going to be that people are not going to care the image. Introduce a call to action. Try and put something in so that people understand that they want to, that you're asking something of them. Hey, click here, or hey, act now, or hey, get this discount. So you inspire them to do something. Again, remember, you've got a fraction of a second to get their attention. So whatever it takes, get their attention. Now, if you've got good subject in there, it gets them to read. I don't know how many of you have heard of sites like Upworthy or Huffington Post, and I was looking at one just moments ago, right? And it said this child asked his mother to bake a cake. What she did next, you would never believe, right? And you're like, I want to read more. I want to know exactly what the mother did. I mean, she probably just baked him a really basic cake, right? But your curiosity has been excited. You want to know exactly what kind of cake the mother built. So use the same kind of curiosity in your ads. Get people to find out what's on the next page. So for example, imagine you're chasing clients, right? You want a new client for your Facebook advertisement services, right? Your headline could be, he hired me to be like, cool, I want to read, I want to see what happens next. And then it could be your story and a sales pitch. Does that make sense? I mean, is it making sense how you need to create a story around your market? You need to create a persona that people come to you and they want to buy something from you because they feel excited about what you can do for them. And let me tell you this, people, including myself, we are slaves to our emotions. If you can instill some kind of emotion in someone, they're going to click. They're going to pay attention. They're going to read. It's very important that you do that. Number 3, you want to hyper-target your audience. You want to make sure that you don't target people that might not be interested in whatever you're offering. So we're going to consider the example of women fitness within New York in a bit, and really we want to target women who are more interested in fitness. You know, so we'll go for a certain demographic. We'll go for women who like, say, yoga or Pilates or something like that. Because there's no point targeting everyone, because not everyone likes fitness. Right? Very important. Very important. And Johan makes a good point as well. Johan, I'll read it out. Curiosity, stirring emotions, and engagement are all great qualities for virality. You want to get people's attention, make them curious. Now the third B, as I like to call it, making quick ads. This is important. As I'll talk about in an example in a few minutes, you can make money online or offline by running ads. I mean, you can make money in 7 days, you can make money in 14, 21, 28, doesn't matter. Money faster, which requires you to make ads quickly. Now the problem is if you want to create like 10 ads to test something out, it'll take you a couple of hours, maybe an hour if you're quick. But I want to do that in 5 minutes. So the faster you can do these things, the quicker you can get to success or failure. I mean, I'm not going to say that all the ads work. I mean, some ads fail, most ads fail. But the ones that work, deliver big. And those are the ones you're going after. So that's important. Now, why sell services like these? Why sell advertising services? Why sell targeting local customers? You know, why do all of this? Well, the thing is, I see 3 reasons. Most clients need this kind of thing. If you walk up to a client and say, would you like more customers? Your client is not going to turn around and say, no, I'm okay with what I have. Every client would want more customers. Second, it pays well and you can work from home. So working with a client, and especially the models that I'm going to show you, they pay pretty well and you don't even have to leave your apartment to do that. You don't have to leave your house. The best thing is that you get to experiment on someone else's dime. Think about this for a second. You've been assigned to do a mobile app or a mobile website. Unfortunately, there's only one way to do it. And if you don't do it, you don't get paid. If you mess it up, you don't get paid. However, if you're running ads, you can experiment a bit. You can test things out. You can try variations like, hey, this variation didn't work very well, but this one worked really well. And you made 5 times the money we invested. So you get to experiment on someone else's dime. You feel that you don't know enough about it. Someone else is paying you to do it for them. Someone else is paying you to try. But of course, first you have to close that contract. So let's talk about the monthly paycheck model. This is the first of two models that I'm going to talk about today. The monthly paycheck model involves you getting paid $500 to $2,000 per client per month. All you have to do is deliver reports at the end of the day that show results. And once you have a few clients lined up, you can go out and find more, and that's how you scale up. So from 2,000, you go to 10,000, you go to 20,000 by getting more and more clients. I like this method, and I'll talk about this as well. Step one, you approach a local prospect. You show them what you can do, and you close them. Now, closing them, some might say, is not that easy, but let me tell you this. If you have a client that you sell something to, they are easier to approach. You approach them first. We call it low-hanging fruit. You approach the low-hanging fruit first so that you can sell them what it is you're trying to sell. Now, if you have never run ads before, and it is possible some of you haven't, then you just collect enough resources on why running ads is good for your business. I would still say spend 10, 20 bucks running ads, seeing what the interface is like, seeing what kind of results you get, and that will give you a head start. But it is important that you show them what you can do. Show them something. And the important thing, like I said, is close them. The important thing is that you get a contract under your belt, because once you do, you can just go around fulfilling services on their dime. It's not a problem. Step two, you agree on a monthly budget. Now it depends. If you're new, you could say, okay, well, you know what? Usually I charge $2,000 plus you have to spend your own money on ads. But what I can do is I can make a contract with you for $1,000 and I can spend up to $500 for you this month. Now, of course, they'll be happy because of $2,500, they're getting you for $1,000, but that's okay. If you're starting out, if you need testimonials, if you need references, then that's a good way to go. So kind of like paying for ads from your own pocket. But again, remember, they are paying you for it. Or if you're confident, if you have some really good results under your belt, you could easily charge for $2,000 plus, say, a $1,000 budget every month. That's up to you. And the second thing, depending on what kind of deal you make, you can run ads via their account so they get billed. You can make sure that the ads that you're running are billed directly to them, and that's okay because it really depends on the kind of deal you want to make there. Step number 3. This is important. This is where you measure everything. Create a monthly report. Focus on the KPI, key performance indicators. Because when you go to your client at the end of the month, he wouldn't want to know what image you use. I mean, he wouldn't care what headline you use, right? They want it to be completely hands-off. Remember, they're not the experts, you are. They want the whole process to be completely hands-off. So focus on the KPI. Tell them how much it costs. Tell them how many leads it generated. Tell them and ask them, hey, from all these people I sent you this month, how much money? Hey, and here's the thing. Let's assume that we're talking about, again, women fitness. We're talking about a gym in New York. Now, in New York, a gym's annual membership fee would be $1,000. If you spend $100 and you get even 20 people to call the gym, they're going to close 5 of those because they're good at it. They know how to do it, right? That puts $5,000 in their pocket. The ad cost has been 100, your cost has been 1,000. So really, they're making $3,900 profit just by that transaction. What they're going to tell you next is, hey, next time spend more than $100. Spend $300, spend $400, and we'll give you some more as well. So that's really what we're going for. We're going for the kind of results that please our clients. Right? So the process is approach, close, fulfill, and report. And if you don't know about fulfillment, you can always, like I always say, at least once, so that you know what in your outsourced team. I mean, I hope I've explained that well enough. If something isn't, feel free to ask, and I'll try and answer that. Okay, Johan says good. I'm going to get a sip of water, but let me know if you have any questions till now. Excellent. Okay, so let's move forward. Now, this is the second method that I like. I mean, second method I like it even more than the first one. This is the 5 by 1,000 lead model. I mean, we should just call it the 5,000 lead model, right? And it works on a very, very simple premise, but the payout is better. It is risky, I'll tell you that much, but the payout is better. So we're looking to get paid between $1,000 to $10,000 per client per month. As you can see, compared to the method before, the payout is higher. The process is the same. We deliver reports that show results, but fortunately in this case we can scale up much, much faster. Much faster. But it does require some initial investment, not much, maybe $100. If you can spare that, this method would be perfect for you to try out. That's all we're doing at the moment, trying out. So step number one, pick a market or niche that you will do lead gen in. So in our case, we picked up fitness. We picked up specifically women's fitness in New York. So we're going to focus on that. The next thing you want to do is you want to create a lead magnet and get people to call your number. So in this case, we created an ebook, a recipe ebook for healthy food and healthy living. And we ran an ad on Facebook and we had this lead magnet and we said to women that, hey, opt in to get your free free, organic food. The thing is, even if you spend $100 on it, you will get 50 to 75 people opting in. In fact, if you don't want them to opt in, if you want them to call a number, put that there as a call to action. They call this number to get your free guide. And it's a 0800 number, at least, or free number, so that doesn't cost them anything. But it does get you their phone number. It does get them on a call where you can close them. And in the beginning, I would say that you should get the phone number yourself, right? Because that phone number, I mean, you can even find out more about your target market. So the next time you run next batch of ads, you know exactly what these people want. So this is how the call would go, right? So let's say Rita calls me. Rita, I'll use your name. So Rita calls me up and say, hi, I saw an ad for a free cooking ebook online, and I just wanted to call to be able to redeem that. Be like, Rita, that's great. I'm just going to drop the link for you very, very quickly. But before we get there, I want to ask you something more. I wrote this book, or my team wrote this book specifically to help women such as yourself, have a healthier living, especially if you cook for family. So tell me more. I mean, what kind of things do you like doing every day? What's your interest? What's your hobbies? What are you looking for, a gym membership, for example, or are you looking for more such recipe books? How is it that I can help you? I mean, again, this is not a one-side conversation, but it's a question-answer thing. You ask a question, you get an answer. Have a 5-minute chat, and you will know a lot more about your target market than you did 5 minutes ago. And then you measure your cost per lead. So I've got a simple model here. Say you spend $100, you get only 50 opt-ins, and you get 10 people calling you. Is $2 per lead. So that's about, you spend $2 getting one opt-in. Now that might seem expensive, and it is, but the payout is exponentially higher than that. I'll talk about that in a second. Step number 2, I want you to find clients. So in case of fitness, women fitness in New York, all we have to do is find some local gyms in New York. Let me actually go and show you how we do that. So we'll go here. So say gyms in New York. Got these gyms in New York and sell my leads to them. I really want to go and offer my leads to them for, say, a few bucks per lead, and I'll tell you more about that in a bit. But how do I get contacting them? Because there are quite a few, and it will take me some time to get through all of them. All I have to do is say right-click, Social Scout, Local Search, and it goes and collects the list of all the businesses. It goes, as you can see, there's a counter running right there, and the map is zooming out and out because more locations are being picked up, but it is collecting a list of all the gyms with it. So I'm just going to stop it now and say, all right, give me the CSV file with all the information in there. So now I've got this list of 33 gyms locally within New York. I've got their phone number here. I've got their name here, and got the link to their fan page here as well. So either myself or I can hire someone. I can get calling. I can call all of these 33 businesses, right? And I can close them on my services. That, hey, remember we have an opt-in list now, right? You tell them, hey, I've got a list of 50 people who are potentially in a gym membership at your gym. Would you like, if you call up a local, tell them I've got 50 who could potentially pay you $1,000 a year, would you like that list? They're going to say yes. They're going to say that, yep, we want that list. We want these people, we want to call these people up, and we want to make sure that, you know, they sign up with us, right? And that's really all it takes. That's all you have to say on the call. You have to entice them. You have to make them excited to buy something from you, right? And then the important part, you price the leads to make it profitable for you immediately. Because remember, you're already out of pocket. You spend $100. You don't only want to make $100 back, but you want to make $500 to $1,000 back on that investment. Because remember, you invested time as well. We're not just looking at profit and loss here. Your time is important too. So the way I price them, and I mean, I can just skip this one, go to the next one and show you exactly how I price them. You could do it too. You could follow a different model as well. So let's say you go for the non-exclusive deals. And what that means is that you decide to sell leads to multiple businesses. So you call the woman and you say, yeah, I've got 50 leads, and you know I would like to give those leads to you. I would say, okay, how much is it going to cost? You say $1,000, and they're like, oh, that's too much. Understandable, right? Or you say 500, whatever figure you think is fair. You say 500, they'll say that's too much. So you'll say, okay, let's do this kind of deal that I can email this list myself, and I can send them to any page you want me to send them to. And for every visitor that I send to you, it's going to cost you $1. Remember, they're already interested in health and fitness. They're willing to come and check out your premises. Or I can even get them to call you up. I can send them an email and say, hey, you've got like a first free month of yoga within your subscription, and they'll come to you. So for that, it's going to be $2 per lead that calls you up. And the thing is, if you run numbers like this with multiple businesses, you're very easily making $15 after paying $2 for the lead. Right? For every $2 that you spend on a lead, you're making $15 back. But the one that I like more is the exclusive deal. Because this, you know, if you don't want to buy all the leads off of me, that's okay. But I can drive some email traffic to you. I can drive some phone traffic to you. For every email traffic that goes to your page, I would need $8. For every phone traffic that goes to your page, I would need $20. So really per lead now you're making 28 back. So you spend 2 and you're making 28. Now of course it's a given that out of those 50 leads, not all 50 are going to work out. Let's assume only 20 work out, right? But even having that, you made $560 after spending 100. Or even if I look at this one, you made $300 after spending 100. Not a bad thing to do for a long weekend or a couple of days like Monday and Tuesday. And you can get these deals set up really quickly. So it's not bad at all. It works really fast, which is what I like about it. Tell me, does that make sense? I mean, enough? And I want to move on to actually making the ads now, but tell me if this is clear enough. Tell me if it is something that you would like to follow, because it is a pretty cool method. Like I said, this guy used it back in the 90s to become a pretty quick millionaire. And even if you're not aiming for $1 million, you can aim for a good amount still. So yep, I'll move forward. Okay, let's talk about the next step. The next steps are, okay, lead generation sounds good, getting good ideas, excellent. So the next step is hyper-targeting for better traffic. So let's just go back a bit, because we said I want you to run ads, I want you to spend $100, and I want you to generate leads with that method, right? This is where most people go wrong, and I'll admit this, that we used to as well. We used to make many mistakes with signing leads this way. But let me show you what we do now, and let me show you also why that works. Let me show you also why that method is really good. Because what we do is, in order to understand our target market, we find the sub-markets and alternate keywords that we know would work. We find sub-niches and alternate keywords that do the trick. So assume the women fitness market, for example, they were talking about. We make a tree-like structure and we make 4 branches underneath. The first thing is interest, societies, celebrities, and brands. So let's consider the first one, interest. What is it that these women are interested in? If these women care about fitness, what else would they like to do? They'd probably like to do yoga, maybe Pilates, maybe cardio boxing. There you go, we have a head start. Next thing, what kind of societies do they belong to? Possibly, right? Again, this is possible. I mean, we're not even sure at this point whether or not this would work. What societies do they belong to? There you've got black women in fitness, you've got the female fitness group, and you've got G-Fit women. Then we have celebrities. What kind of celebrities are in this market? Gwen Stefani, Anna Kournikova, and Jillian Michaels. Then we talk about brands. Under Armour, Nike, Mondetta Performance Care. All of these different aspects deal directly with women fitness. All of these different aspects focus on exactly what these people are after. Really, that's what we want to look at. We want to find the most targeted market possible. So now I'm ready, I'm equipped, I've got this list of really wide set of keywords, interests, and sub-niches, and now I can go ahead and collect all the leads, right? But before that, I need to make an opt-in page. I'm not going to make an opt-in page right now, just because it's going to take some time, but I'm going to show you exactly how you should configure your opt-in page, right? It's important that when you're creating one, you use the same keywords that you use in the ads, and you maybe even use the same image so that there's more congruency. And we've tried this out, trust me, we've done split testing multiple number of times, and whenever we run ads straight to a landing page, it converts better when the images and text are congruent. So you use the same interest. I mean, think about just writing this above your opt-in box. Hey, do you like yoga? Check out this free guide on organic food cooking, organic food recipes. Right? So you call New York, hey, do you wear Nike shoes? Something like that, and you get access to information in that way. Now Charles is asking a good question. What site is used for demographics? Is it Google Graphs? I don't know about doing what I now do for the demographics. You could use and you could get demographics from that, but unfortunately that doesn't work the same way anymore. Now if you want demographics, you really want to run, like, spend $5 on an ad and see who's clicking on your ad. So run this ad for all women and find out what age group is clicking on that ad, and you know exactly what your target market is. You know what target market is going to convert well. So again, this is, I mean, we actually, KV Social did a training video on this, and it was the first of its kind, which talked about how to find demographics once Alexa shut down that information for everyone. But yes, create targeted opt-in pages. The next thing, though, is grabbing super targeted leads. And there are many ways to do it. I mean, super targeted leads are important because once you have those, you spend less and you make more. Your ROI is much better. So you really want to go for those kind of leads that are ready to listen to your messages, right? We're talking about women who like yoga. Just think about this. Okay, consider New York. I can't remember now what the population of New York is, but I'm going to assume it's 10 million. I'm going to assume half of them are women. So really, I could go ahead and target 5 million women. But instead, I choose to target only women who like yoga. Now, chances are that about 100,000 women in New York like yoga, and that could be my target market. But no, I want to go in even narrower. I want to go for women who like yoga and Nike, right? Now my target market is going to be even narrower. Instead of 100,000, it's going to be maybe 30,000. And I could go even lower if I wanted to. I could go even narrower, but I'm going to stick with that. Women who like yoga and Nike and live in New York. It's a pretty narrow market. I'm going to find 20,000, 30,000 results, and it's a good enough number to start running ads to. But you want to capture these targeted leads still. We want to make sure that we can advertise to them. So let me go back to Facebook, and let me show you here. So remember, I'm just going to type this out. We are looking for women who live in, women who like yoga and like Nike and live in New York. Great, we're good to go. So now I've got a list of all these women who live in New York, who like yoga, and who like Nike. And you tell me, don't you think this list is far more targeted to the fitness centers that I want to target within New York area? Of course, I could target all the women between the age of 18 to 65 or even higher, but really that's not my target market. My target market is the one that is already interested in things related to fitness, right? Johan says this one research tip is gold. Use it. I'm going narrower and narrower to find the exact market that I need. So what do I do now that I'm ready to advertise to them? I right click, go to Social Scout, and do a graph search. And just the way we had the local search going, now the graph search is going. I can go ahead and do other things. I can go and grab a cup of coffee if I want to. I can come back in a bit. But when I do, I'll have a list of all of these IDs that I can target with my ads. Right? I think it's generating like 12 leads every second, and within a few minutes, within say 5 minutes, I'm going to have how many? I'm going to have almost 4,500 leads, 4,200 leads. Now that's pretty good. So I can run my ad to them, right? So I can, the $100 that I wanted to spend, I can spend that on this. I can get women to opt in, and I can even then restrict by age within the Facebook ad platform itself. But I can then target these women and make sure that they're the ones seeing my ad, and they're the ones opting in, and they're the one calling me or the fitness center, and I'm getting paid for that. Now, if you're worried about how you're going to track this, all you need to do is you need to ask the fitness center, you know, how are we going to track come through. So the IDs as well. So we'll download the CSV file, and as you can see, all the IDs are there. We're good to go. Right? So I understand what my target market wants. I can create ads based on the keywords. The ad could be something as simple as, do you like yoga? Question mark. Or do you live in New York? Question mark. We have a special free, guide available for you. Click here to get access. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Remember what I'm doing here. I'm making it very, very personalized. I'm making it about them and not me. It is about them. It is about who they are, where they come from, and what they can get if they click on a link. Very simple to do. And again, make your opt-in pages the same way. Okay, Rita says, how do you get the leads in front of that target? What I take all of these leads and upload them into custom audiences inside of Facebook so I can show my ad to these leads. So all of these 376 people or 276 people that I just saw, they will next time see my ad once I start running it. They will be able to see my ads. I'll put them into custom audiences, into Power Editor. I can talk about that a bit later as well, but that's again very easy to do. Okay, so again we're looking at fan pages, we're looking at groups, but really what we want are super targeted leads, which I've just ran using the secret scraper technology that I showed you, right? And then the ads. This is important. How do you create the ads? Well, Lee, I'll talk about Lee for a second. I mean, Lee Pennington promoted one of our products. He came to me and said, hey, Neil, I run Facebook ads. I want to run Facebook ads to something you have. What can we do? I said, okay, well, just here's a sales page. Go start running ads. And he did. 7 days later, he came back to me and he said, okay, I ran ads for $100, and I looked at the number, and he had generated $1,200 instead from that $100. That's a pretty good ROI. I mean, even for him, he got paid $700 out of that. So he was quite happy because he was making $100 a day for the whole week. But when I looked at his setup, I realized it was very similar to ours, yet at the same time, it wasn't very well constructed. I mean, he could have done it faster. And really, that's what we look for. We look for more efficient and effective ways of running ads. So when I looked at his setup, I realized that the first day he had tested a couple of ads to see which worked best. And the second day, he had done 8 more variations. The third day, he had done 8 more variations. And finally, once he found the perfect ad, he was able to scale up. Now, I don't know about you, but that to me sounds laborious. Spending 3-4 hours every day in front of the computer, working out exactly what kind of numbers you're getting every day sounds a bit too painstaking for me. I would rather do it in 10 minutes. I kid you not. I would rather do all of this within 10 minutes. Right? So let me show you how we create ads very, very quickly. And again, this comes from experience. If you want to spend 4 hours a day, if it makes you feel good about running ads, you can do that. But I like to spend maybe 15 minutes collectively on running ads for one campaign for a week. And then I can look at it again next week. But that's just me. So the kind of ads that we run are right-hand side ads, newsfeed ads, and the ones I really like are mobile newsfeed ads. Just one caveat there for mobile newsfeed ads. If you're going to run them, you want to have a landing page optimized for mobile, otherwise it'll be a problem. So make sure that if you want to run newsfeed ads, mobile newsfeed ads rather, your landing page is optimized for mobile. And your clients would love this, by the way. When you sell them in mobile app, I think someone mentioned here that they sell mobile apps to clients. Why don't you offer to run traffic for them to their apps? Why don't you offer to run traffic to their mobile website? Wherever. Like I said, a lot of people are on mobile. They're accessing their Facebook with mobile. So if you can target them within that, why not? And let me show you exactly how they work. So I'm just going to jump into the demonstration of Social Ad Maker, and I'm sure you've heard of it before. If you haven't, I'll tell you a little bit about it. Social Ad Maker is a very, very simple to use and robust ad creation platform. If you've used things like Power Editor, use clicks to website, and I've got a campaign that I can use from right here. So let me just copy paste all the details. They're on the other screen, so I'm pasting them now. So it's quite easy. I mean, you see feedback right away, so I can say, write all of these details. Whoops. And write my and in two subject contents easily, very, very quickly. I mean, I could type them out as well. It would just take me a few seconds longer. Now comes the important part. Like I said, remember, images are the first and foremost things you want to pay attention to, because an image will make or break your ad. So let's look at the image design part. I'm just going to upload an image right now from my computer. All right, there you go. This is an image related to yoga, right? So desktop newsfeed ad, let's put some frames around it. Let's put this one. Yeah. The mobile newsfeed ad, I will put something, or this. Yeah. But in this one, I want to add something else as well. So let me just make it a bit better. So I'll drag this here and I will reduce the size, right? Or maybe increase it a bit more now. And I could add some text which says, right, this could be you, right? And I'll say save, and all these images would be saved for me automatically. Then I start creating ads now. The ads will be made for mobile, newsfeed, and right-hand side. I'll show you that in a second. I want to upload another image, and I want to show you what else you can do as well. So within image settings, let's pick, for fitness, let's pick this one, and just put some frames around it. And for graphics, let's go and put in this one, and let's go to mobile newsfeed and put in this one, or rather this one. And again, we can put the same text. This could be you. Put that there, and let's see if we can find an arrow for this one. Yep, perfect. Whoops. I'll just leave. Okay. Right in the graphics. So you've got icons, you've got textures, you've got, you know, textures as well. Let me put in texture. I think, let me try. So I can put in some textures there if I wanted to and put some frames around it as well. Okay, just click on save and that's it. These images go through as well. Now remember, I'm demonstrating this for you, but if I'm doing this in my own time, it's going to take me a really long time to get all of this done. But right now, I'll click on shuffle and generate and check this out. I've got different variations of all these ads. I can see exactly what the ads would look like, right? And if I wanted to, I could edit something here as well. Oh, it seems that it removed my content, but I can edit this one in here. That's it. That's all it takes. So let me pick all of them and I'll click on next. Let me pick all of them as well. Click on next and let me pick all of them as well. Say save. Is add the campaign details. So I'll just do very, very quickly. 30th to 31st. Ad name could be Squeeze Moby Test. Right, daily budget is $5. Lifetime budget is 15. Maximum bid 1. Country United States, New York. I can of course go for a zip code as well, but the minimum age would be in this case 25 to 45 because I know that that is my target market. Save women, export ads, and done. So again, let's just step back a bit and let's look at this. And by the way, this, all I need to do is go into Power Edit and import it in, and it's done. So all I need to do in this case is go to, let me just go ahead to Power Editor. And I'll show you that in a second. I mean, think about this for a second, right? If I was spending 10 minutes creating, crafting every ad, it would take me 4 hours to do all of these ads, and I've done it in less than 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes, I've done all the ads. Now that's pretty fast, right? And I've done this yesterday as well, so I'm just deleting that. And I can click on Import Ads in Bulk, say Choose File, Social, and choose Images. This is from again yesterday, say Open and Import, and all of the ads will be instantly created. That's really all it takes. Can you see? I mean, I don't know if you guys run ads or not, but when I do, it takes me ages to create one manually every time. So it is far better for me to do everything in one go. It is far better for me to have all the ads up and running instantly, and that's what this tool allows you to do. It allows you to create right-hand side ads, newsfeed ads, and mobile ads really quickly, and the interface is really easy to use. Does this make sense? Do you like it? I mean, because if you want to save time, if you want everything to be done really fast, there really is no better tool out there than this one. There's a competing tool, I'll tell you that much, and I'll also show you how much that one costs. So tell me if this is exciting, if this is something that you can use in your own business and generate more leads like I showed you and get some really kick-ass results. Yep, I'm seeing a couple of yeses. Good. Good. That's excellent. Excellent. So again, if you think that this precise method that I've shown you to work with local consultants could deliver you $2,000 plus per month, then pay close attention because this is really, really cool. So the tool is called Social Ad Maker. You've seen me use it in front of you. It took me 5 minutes, and again, I'm not even an expert. Sure, we use it for some time, but it really takes me much less time to use this tool than use any of other Facebook tools, right? It allows you to quickly and easily create right-hand side and newsfeed as well as mobile newsfeed ads. It doesn't say there, but it's mobile newsfeed ad as well. There's a drag and drop image design editor. You can create images very easily, very quickly. It is web-based, so no need to download. Works wherever you are, works from multiple browsers, and like it says, it works on Macs and PCs as well. Wherever you want to access the software from, you can. The cool thing is that it creates multiple ads in one go. You can very quickly see what the ads would look like so that you know whether you want to test them out or not. And when you find the good ads, you just keep them. When you find bad ads, you just kill them and you move forward. And the best thing is that it works on latest phase. I remember the other day, Facebook changed something and they fixed the tool to fit that module. So again, it increases website traffic, or it allows you to build page likes as well if you want. We do have some bonuses, and I know SqueezeMobi is offering some special bonuses as well, and I'll talk about them later, but we do have some bonuses. We have 40 cartoon images that you get as part of this software. We give you 5 t-shirt designs as well, and we are doing a bonus webinar on the 3rd of April at 3 p.m. EDT, where we'll talk about exactly what kind of more local integrate into the social ad maker. Now there is an upgrade. What I showed you was an upgraded version that allows you to create unlimited ads a day. It allows you to run done-for-you campaigns in 20 different markets. Like it says here, you can actually preview the ads and see what they would look like inside of Facebook. Comes with additional frames and icons that you can use. It builds up newsfeed right inside and mobile newsfeed ads. I thought I'd change that, but it builds up newsfeed, mobile newsfeed, and right inside ads. And you can store campaigns for later use as well. The bonuses include Facebook Business Finder, a very, very powerful software to find local leads, and you also get new business cards with it. Now you also get, well actually let me see here, I think again SqueezeMobi has some bonuses and we can show you those in a bit. With this, there's also another upgrade. We talked about Social Scout Toolkit, right? I showed you Social Scout Toolkit. It grabs user IDs from Graph Search. You can join open and closed groups and you can target them within these groups. In fact, I think you don't even have to join closed groups to get IDs from them. It's really easy to do. And it builds you a super targeted custom audiences list, and you can even go to events, for example. And I know in local market, events are really big, so you can go to events and you can target leads from them. As well, in the local module, you get the phone numbers, ratings, fan page URL, and even you can go and check out website comments and get IDs from there. So again, one of the most powerful scrapers out there with a lot of additional functionality. It is very small, works powerfully. You get a live counter. It's lightweight. It's very, very easy to use. Again, we have some bonuses here. I'll show you the link in a second, but we have some bonuses here as well. We have 3 unique infographics that you can use, plus we have a Social Client Crusher advertising module, right, with which you can advertise as well. You can sell your services. Again, just to be fair here, guys, I mean, you like the training, right? You thought training was really good. That's the kind of stuff we do. We do very hands-on stuff. We don't talk about theory. We talk about results. We talk about numbers, our numbers, your numbers. But with that, we do have a $10 guarantee. If it doesn't work for you, if it doesn't give you the kind of results you want, if your click-through rate is not good enough, if you feel that it's not really simplifying your ad creation process, just let us know and we'll get you your money back. Okay, just let us know and we will get you your money. Excited about this. Give me a quick yes if you and more leads for yourself. Give me a quick yes and I'll drop the link. I'll wait for a yes. I can wait. Okay. Yep, right from there because the price is rising with every sale, and I think the price is supposed to go up later today. Let me just check the link here. So again, you will land on the social ad maker page. And just let me stop that. You will land on the social ad maker page, and I would say grab a copy as soon as you can. Okay, because it is available at this price for a limited time only. It is available for $19.95. Johan says, yep, Ekton, off to see the training inside. Excellent. And Charles, do these bonuses come with videos or PDF guide? Yeah, they do. They're quite easy to install. If you struggle with anything, just let us know in support desk and we'll answer your questions there. The infographics and the sales presentations, I mean, they're quite easy to execute. Really, you wouldn't have any problem there. But again, if you struggle with something, all you have to do is let us jump in. Yes, I'm in, so that I know that you are going to use this exceptional piece of software to generate some leads for you. Give me a quick yes if you think that you could use something like this to get really, really powerful results. And Jim says, I'm in. Excellent. And so for $19.95, you get Social Ad Maker standard version. Then we have the upgrade as well that I talked about earlier, and I can show you that too. All right. So again, Social Ad Maker is generally available at the moment for $37, but right now you can get it for $19.95. I think it was $17 the other day. But let me show you this thing as well, guys, and get this. There's a website called Quire.com. This is our competitor. Okay, this is our competitor. We are doing more or less this that they do. Check out the difference. So the basic that we're offering to you as well, that costs $99 a month. What is ours again? $19.95. What's the difference? $79. That's just for the first month. We don't charge anything more after that. Okay? We do not charge anything more after the one-time payment. Now we will after Sunday, because after Sunday we move this to a monthly price as well. The whole thing will be available for $67 a month, this and the upgrade. Still cheaper than Quire, but monthly cost. So if you want to get it now. Alright, so this is what Charles says. Great deal because I purchased all 3 days ago with total cost of $171 and have saved a lot of money by jumping on the fence at that time. Exactly. Now 3 days later you might come back and you would realize that just to use this software for a year, it's going to cost you $800 because that's what the monthly cost is going to be. But for now, it is available to you at a one-time fee. Okay? It is available for a one-time fee. And let me show you about the upgrades as well. So the Social Ad Maker Pro version, which comes with lots of other images and icons, and it comes with the ability to create page post ads, page post engagement ads, as well as saving your ads, which is a big, and the done for you templates. Let me show you the done for you templates, by the way. So done for you templates are there. You can pick any of these 20 templates. You can click and it will show you what the template is, and you can insert into campaign and you're good to go. And here's the thing, I'll make this promise right now. If you buy the upgrade,
the PSDs, 9 of those, there's going to be all included, the fonts, everything, this is, so, you know, if you want to go in and modify those, then you can. Then bonus 2, we have the right column add images in multiple 9 different niches directly. And next slide, we're going to go into the PSDs as well. And we've got mobile news feed ads. As you can see, these are very, very graphically enriched. Now, the good news about that is that a lot of that you can go in and you can make just utilize these as a model, as a foundation. You can change those around, and so you don't even have to worry about creating and making those. You can just modify what we've got. Like, for example, Cupcake Heaven. Well, maybe you could turn that into a bakery shop very simply and put in some call to actions and this kind of thing, because we're going to include the PSD files along with that. So very good stuff there. And these are based on the level of purchase that you get. Like the first 2 are going to be on for the front end product, and as you move up, it would be for the OTO ones, all these here directly. And on that bonus page, it goes through that, and I'll visit that a little bit later. But the 9 Retina ready ad images, we're going to include those. And if we go scroll, high definition that these are, and very well put together. We spent a lot of money having this done, doing the graphics and all that. And here again, this is something that you guys can utilize directly, along with a huge bonus of ad headlines and text. I mean, what you need for a perfect campaign is really ad headlines and descriptions, like Neil had described, and we've got a bit of in this as a as light gates, and those are going to be included. The timeline covers, as I recall, and there was going to be 10 of those that we're going to put in the package. And I mean, this is a big. And then the next one is early access. Now, this is for the OTO2. We have a big launch coming up in the future. I can't say a whole lot about it now, but it's one of those that you're going to want to have early access to. We're going to put some special pricing together, so when you purchase that second OTO, we're going to get you in on that as well. And then beyond that, we have the next slide, and that would be the unannounced bonus that we hadn't planned on, which is your Easy Opt-in Pro. And what that is basically going to do is help you get more opt-ins on your page, directly on your WordPress and all that, and have slot this, but there's 2 additional bonuses that we are including today, and that is going to be on the WordPress local business page. It's a WordPress plugin that will create a business page for you, along with some multiple tabs and all that. It's a really swift product, and it's worth, you know, way more. I mean, this whole package is worth way more than what the cost of the product is directly. And along with that, we're including the WordPress Restaurant Pro, which is also a WordPress plugin that focuses on that restaurant niche and builds page there for remote, and that is really way cool. I'm sorry I don't have a slide for that, but it's just something that we just threw in here for today's bonus and package to you know, somewhat entice you a little bit more, because this is an incredible. Well, listen, I mean, bottom line, this package alone, if you didn't have any bonuses, is well worth it. It's a great investment in yourself. It's a great investment in your business, and if you apply it, you're undeniably going to get a return on that investment. Now, when you couple in all the bonuses that Neil has thrown in, along with all these exclusive bonuses that Squeeze Nobi has put together, my gosh, I mean, it's a complete no-brainer. I mean, the bonuses alone are worth way more than the product, and not to demean the product at all, but I'm just saying that it's way good. So, and this is for the John is asking, are these bonuses for the social ad maker basic? The top few are, not all, and it's on the bonus page. And if you want just briefly, I could maybe, if you could, Neil, pop this up. Let me give this to you, this link, and it might be easier just to
Or I've just given you the
yeah,
screen, Joe, if you
yeah,
want.
yeah. Thank you. Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
Just give me that for a second, and I'll go through and go through this on the bonus page, so you guys completely understand, you know, what you're getting. Now, the surprise bonuses is WordPress local business. This is for OTO1. WordPress Restaurant Pro, we're going to give with the front end offer. The desktop newsfeed ad images, all 9 of those, along with the right column ad images, those are going to be for the front end offer. The bonus number 3, the news ad images and the PSDs that go along with those, that is going to be a bonus for all of you guys that get into the first one-time offer, as well as the Retina Ready HD quality ad images, plus we're throwing in the PSDs. And I got to tell you, that's a huge thing, because not everybody does that. A lot of people just give you the images, and then of course, you know, you're just stuck with an image that you can't do a whole lot about, and so you need that ability to modify those. So the PSDs are really a huge thing. The ad headlines and text campaigns that we're providing, a little done-for-you solution. You know, we've got some examples in there that you can utilize. That's OTO1. The light gates, all 10. The timeline covers, all 10. The light gates are with the OTO1. The timeline covers, as well as the mobile monthly access for the OTO purchasers. So that is the rundown. So hopefully that answers your question about what you know, how those kind of fall down. And I apologize for not having that on the PowerPoint, but I knew we could go through this, and we kind of missed that, but no worries. So great bonuses, as well as whatever Neil has provided up front, and you know. So all I can say is, you know, there's a limited amount of these. We're only doing 50, and we sold out on the last call. So if you're on the fence, or again, don't hesitate, because I don't want you to miss out, because these are really great bonuses, and we're not going to extend, you know, the bonuses. I mean, when these are gone, I mean, that's pretty much it. So I just want to let you know they're just too valuable, and I just don't think that that's going to be fair. But anyway, long story short, great stuff. Go ahead and get in. So let me get a big I'm in if you guys have purchased in the chat box. Give me a big wow. Give me a big I'm in with a bunch of dollar signs. That way it'll really stand out and I can see it. That'd be way cool. And I'm going to, Neil, let me put this back to you for some Q&A.
Sure. Sure. Hey, Joe, could you also drop the link to me space, please?
Oh, yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah, I'll give you the, I'll drop that in straight away. Here we
Excellent,
go.
excellent. So, guys, again, it's a very, very cool piece of software. Someone compared stupid paying for less than 99 better than that. See that does. It's like find a really good software user, but it really does a lot because this is based on server. I'll give you a real example. If Facebook with this one, everything is uploaded, right? That's why it easier to use. Now, if you have any questions, ask away, because I'm here and I want to make sure that if you have any questions about this, I could answer them and remove any doubts or anything that you have in your mind. Okay, so let me see the questions. Give me a second. All right. Could the Social Scout toolkit find past customers of a business based on targeting niche or geo keywords? Kind of, Rita. Like let me go back here and actually show you Social Scout toolkit a little bit more. Yeah. So I'm going to use, oh, I think I need to go back to the main window, not the incognito one. Yeah. So I'm going to use this add-on that comes with Social Scout toolkit, and I would say people who like page and live in New York, right? Or people who like a business. So let's find a business name quickly. So we had gyms in New York. Now, say past customers, of course no one goes to Facebook and says I'm buying from this gym, but you have some idea about what kind of, if they have a lot of fans, this has a few fans, then you know what works. So I'm going to go to this tool and I'm going to say find people who like page and live in that. So find people who like this page and live in New York. Let's see what we get. So all of these people like that page, which means they've probably been there at some point, or they have probably been accessed that premise at some point. Only 9 people, right? But that's still pretty good. I could still get their IDs. I could get IDs, right? It's quite easy to do, so you could do that multiple times. Okay, let me see more question. Is retargeting built in? Not really, because retargeting is something different. You have to put the pixels on your website. It entails something else. So no. Okay, let's see more questions. Okay. Charles, yeah, no worries. I mean, if you get stuck at anything, you can just let us know in support, but it should be quite smooth sailing with the software as well. Great, great. Okay, so guys, again, if you're still on the fence, let me know very, very quickly. So if there's any question that I need to answer for you, I can. So if you're still thinking about it for whatever reason, just let me know in the chat box so I can answer that question for you so you can make up your mind. Because like I said, the price is going up within a few hours, within about 20 hours time, but the price is going up on this offer. So really, if you want to get it, you want to get it now. So I don't see any questions. I think we can end the call now, if it's okay.
That's fine. It looks like we're getting ready to wrap up here. So anybody on the call, and I see we've still got a lot of people on the call. If anybody, I just want to remind everybody that that we've just got a few of those bonuses left. So if you haven't got in, I want to encourage you to make that decision straight away, so you don't miss out, because we're going to wrap this up. And there's, I guess, a couple of questions coming in we might be able to grab before we wrap up. But other than that, I think we're about ready for a wrap. And I want to say that I really appreciate you coming on board and doing this encore call. It's been a really good call, and I really, really appreciate that. I'll stay on for a couple of minutes and see if I can answer a couple of these questions about the OTOs and that. So we'll be good.
Sure.
But
I mean, just to point one thing out as well. Yeah, the social ad maker, so you have the basic version and the upgrade version. Upgrade version comes with a lot more bells and whistles. It has a lot more advanced features, but not advanced to the point that you can't use it, but advanced to the point that you get so many more features that you don't have to buy your own images, you don't have to worry about creating your campaigns because they're already created for you. And really, it just makes it easier for you to get up and running instantly. So that's what the Social Ad Maker Pro allows you to do. But I would still say at least get the basic version. But after Sunday, we are planning to raise the prices to monthly. So if you want to make up your mind, make up before that, because after that we won't be making any exceptions. Okay?
Yeah, and I think that's really a key element because right now you're talking about a huge savings over that, and I know actually I know a lot of other marketers that have purchased this. You know, guys like us that are in the trenches, marketing ourselves, purchased this product, and they were using. Fact is, they were using a product that they were paying. I think the $99 a month and that kind of thing. And this is way better, and they've spoke about it, and I've spoken to them about that, and so it's really something to get a hold of here, and it's something that will really make your life a lot easier. And as you utilize it, long story short, you're going to get a return on your investment. I mean, if nothing else, I mean, like I said, the bonus package alone is worth way more than the small investment that you're going to be making. And where can you go and really get that type of return on such a small investment, really? So anyway, good stuff. And I know.
Excellent.
Hey, listen, I've many hesitated and then came up. I mean, procrastination. I mean, it's one of my character defects, I guess. Sometimes I procrastinate, and you know what? It's bit me right in the backside many times, and I've missed out, and I don't want you guys to miss out. So those of you on the fence, please do yourself a big favor. Get in, and like you said, it's risk-free. So if for some reason it doesn't work out for you, no problem. I mean, I know Neil quite well, and he's a man of his word. And if it doesn't work out, hey, he's going to take care of you. But honestly, I know it is. So I have complete confidence that if you invest in yourself, you invest in your business, that you're going to be very satisfied. And so enough said. Thank you guys a whole bunch for being on board. Thank you, Neil. It was a great presentation, and cheers, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Bye.
Stand by, Neil. On the OTO1, Chris, I wanted to answer that briefly, and I don't have all the information, but I know it's a pro version and it has a lot of done-for-you stuff. So it'll be represented after you purchase the front-end product, so not to worry. But it is definitely something that you'll probably want to get. Well, I'm sure you'll want to, because when you see it, because it has a lot of done-for-you solutions. So just want to make sure that you got that answered. I see that was a question that was hanging out there. And Charles, if you're having any trouble with the links at all, just pop a support ticket in, and we'll get you handled. And it might be something with JVZoo that if you just refresh and go back in, that you shouldn't have any challenges. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, we'll help you get it sorted if you have any trouble at all. So let's see. Yes, we do have lots of bonuses, Jerry, from Squeeze Moby, a complete exclusive package along with 2 surprise bonuses that we added in today. And we added one in actually on the last call, and so there's 3 that we didn't even plan on. And anybody, I mean, we might even add another one in. And if we do, everybody who's purchased, not to worry, we'll make sure that you get it, you get that as well. But anyway, you're quite welcome, Chris. Not a problem. Thank you guys for being on board. And long story short, I appreciate you being here. And we're going to wrap the call up now. Looks like I've got all the questions answered. And really, I really want you to know that I appreciate your attendance, and I appreciate your business, and I hope that you take this and you go out and you make some money. I mean, that's the ultimate goal, is get a return on that investment. So have a great weekend, and we'll talk with you soon. Thanks a million.